thanks to the Almighty for this wonderful moment. Very good morning to all of you. First of all, let me express my sincere thanks and gratitude for the Testo College for having invited me for this useful lecture for our final year students of, I think, various all branches. So I am from mechanical engineering department. So this lecture, it is not only for engineering, it is for all kind of students, all branches. Okay, I don't know who are the audience, but I was told that from arts, science and BBA and almost this kind of courses. Don't bother about this, some of the technical words which I am using, but you can connect what is the relevance of the technical words at the end of the shaping the world, shaping your career. First of all, once again, I was listening to the Testo College song. It was really wonderfully written. So salute to once again to the Testo warriors. Okay, you are striving for excellence. Okay, above the mountain peak. So I was listening each and every word. Though the pronunciation it was a little different for me, I was seeing the words. It is very beautifully kind. So striving for excellence, unitedly working for together. Okay, together we are going for excellence. It was so igniting for me. So coming to the lecture. Now, gone are the days. Our vice principal has rightly introduced. Whatever the previously it took 2 months or 2 years to see a sizable change, visible change. Now it is taking place within 2 months or 2 days. It is not only for in particular field, in every field. For example, automotive car. You are all young kids. During our generation, when we were young, to see the second generation car, it will take 5 years or even sometimes 10 years. Now, every year you are getting the 3 to 5 models. That means every day they are updating. So, the supply chain, that is manufacturing, assembling and testing, marketing, using and giving to the feedback to the car and updating the car vehicle. I am telling you the very best example that you can visualize. So this takes very, very less time. Okay. So you are constantly updating, constantly you are getting to the innovation. Okay. So why you are constantly getting the innovation? Now, the changing market needs. So when I say that market, don't think about only this automotive sector or engineering sector, any sector. The need for the future requirement, the need for the change, it is going fast. Number one. Number two, a person who reaches the market fast, they succeed. That's the point. A person who reaches the market, they succeed. Then third, a person who becomes an excellence, they succeed in the market. Okay, reaching the market at the earliest, and excellence, and time, and innovation. Okay, then sustaining in the market for the longer period. This is another term. Okay, so this I am telling with reference to the car. The same words are applicable for you also. Suppose if you are graduating from the final year from any branch, okay, the world is changing very fastly. The faster you reach the market for the job market, you are successful, and faster you have the more knowledge and more experience, more talent, more capabilities. You are in the winning side. Number two, sustaining in the same field, sustaining in the market, in the same market. You should have adaptability, adjustability and continuous learning process. For example, people who are in other side of the, I think for Nagaland boys, girls, they may be, they are not aware of this changing world order so fast, but other parts they can understand. A person who is joining at the age of 21, for 30 years he will be working in the same company with the same knowledge, with the same degree certificate, no updation, no continuous improvement, like that. So he will join, monotonously he will work in the same company, either in the company or in the government, and he will retire after 30 years at the age of 60 or 65, depending upon the retirement age. Okay. Now, even with the government job, now there is no digital literacy, digital infrastructure, digital learning process, digital marketing, digital administration, the words cyber security and cloud storage, data science and all those things. Now it is applicable in the government service also. And previously, the students who go for job in the government job, they think that they will sign in a paper, only approval, approved, that's all. They don't know anything, they don't want anything, they need not know anything. Now, even if you go for a government job, you have to continuously update. It is not only, don't think that when I say that data science, artificial intelligence and all those things, it is for the computer science job, it is for all kind of job. So, unless otherwise you have a digital literacy. Okay, digital literacy means which is where you can use the computer and system, internet for the administration and messaging and managing the world. Okay, so use of internet, use of computers, use of digital tools, use of digital softwares for administration. It is not only for computer science, it is not only for engineering, it is for science, it is for arts, it is for any field, in every field. Now all this basic talent has, that is, don't bother about that you didn't study engineering, okay, but in every field, whether it is agriculture, whether it is a history, whether it is a arts, whether it is a business, whether it is a management, whether it is a commerce, whether it is a trade, in every field. So assuming that if you want to go for a front desk manager in a beauty industry, okay. So you may think that what is the role of digital literacy for the beauty industries? When you sit in the front desk, you must know what is MS Excel. You should know what is how to prepare a PowerPoint. You should know something about digital marketing. Okay, so you should know something about psychology. So like that, in each and every field, you cannot survive without a digital literacy, digital tools, and changing technical, economical, and social orders. Okay, now students, now if you are joining in a particular company and you will be getting some minimum salary, assuming that 10,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees, and if you continue in the same company, if you retire after 30 years, hardly you will get 50,000 rupees. But at the same time, if you keep on equipping yourself, if you keep on continuously learning, if you keep on continuously updating your knowledge, you can shift your profession to one company to another company, then another company, then you can increase your value. So please, my dear child, always keep the word one word, increase your value. You must be saleable. You must not go with the begging bowls or give me any job, I want to work, give me any salary. You should go to the market, give me this job, give me this salary, I will work for this, unless otherwise I will go to the next company. You should, when you increase your value, you are increasing your demand. Okay? So then people will come after you. You should not go and beg. When you will go back, so when you don't have talent, when you don't have knowledge, when you don't have skill, okay, when you don't have attitude, when you don't have aptitude, you will go and beg. And there are three kinds of employment: unemployment, underemployment, and employment. Unemployment, if you are fit for nothing, you cannot get any job. Underemployment, so you may be medical doctor, you may be an engineer, you may be a lawyer, but if you don't have sufficient knowledge in this particular field, particular profession, and you may have to go select some other profession which will be less paid. That is underemployment. So employment, so only when you have sufficient knowledge, skill, attitude, aptitude, okay, you will match with your regular job. Then you can survive the job. First, getting the job itself, you need to have all the skill. Then sustaining in the job, you need to continuously adapt and update. And traveling in your job, changing world order. So for the past 5 years, people are talking about artificial intelligence. 20 years before, never people thought like that, artificial intelligence. Then over a period of sometimes, the world order, it is changed depending upon the mineral resources. Then next, petroleum resources. Then next, metals, gold and all those things. And now, biorevolution. So now the research is going on in the biosciences, more research is going on in the biosciences. Bio wars, economic wars. Now gone are the days with nuclear war, traditional wars. Now a recent, standoff between USA and India, China, you should have seen that economic war only. It is silently and violently disturb the nation. So, unless otherwise you equip yourself, you cannot survive in the job market, whether you are getting the job or you are going to give the job. Okay, both the things. If you want to give the job, you should be much more experienced, you should be much more learned. So now, gone are the days. People used to do the business with establishing big companies with the 100 crores, 500 crores or 200 crores investment. They establish big company. Simple example, easy to understand, I'll tell you. A taxi operator, he will have 100 cars, 100 drivers and workshop. He will manage the taxi operation. Now what is the Ola and Uber? A person only need 10 by 10 room with the software, then some system. He is controlling, he is managing without hiring without owning a vehicle, without owning a driver, and without owning any workshop. Just outsourcing. So he is earning much more than the driver who is owning the car. Similarly, Swiggy and Zomato and the restaurant people who earns the Swiggy, Zomato, they are earning more than what the restaurant people earns. Because a 50 rupees packet of milk, you are ready to give a service charge of 30 rupees. Okay. So 50 rupees for the seller, 30 rupees for the marketing person. So now your smartness, your intelligence, your capability, you don't need any investment, either to do business or to get the business done. Okay. Only what you need is, you need to have a smart mind. Okay. Smart mind, smart attitude. So Swiggy, Zomato, then Flipkart. People used to pay only cashes. Okay. So now, assuming that, a simple example I'll tell you. PhonePe. People are using UPI payments. Assuming that you are keeping permanently at least minimum balance of 100 rupees in your UPI. Assuming. So some 10 crore customers are there. 10 crore into 100 rupees, how much? Okay. So that much money he is having it without interest, without your knowledge. He is using that money for his own business. Banking sector, the minimum balance, 500 rupees or whether it is a minimum. If it is 10 crore customers, multiply by 500. Any payment app, silently without knowing you, they are using your money. They are not asking loan from you. But without knowing, they are using your money, they are doing their business. That is their smartness. So that is what I am telling you. You should have always smart mind. So there is a difference between smart mind and criminal mind. Don't go for criminal mind. Please always go for smart mind. Okay. So criminal mind, if you have a criminal mind, one day or other day you will land up with a problem. Your entire life will be wasted. Okay. Always have a honestness, openness and transparency, and always have this ethical mind. So you may be low profile, but you will be always happy in your life. But on the other side, if you have a difference of mind, you may be happy for 10 days, but you have to suffer for remaining days. Okay. So you have to use your mind sharp, your intelligence for the good purpose. Okay. So with the technology, this year this year, the Nobel Prize for the economics. Normally the economics Nobel Prize they used to give for the traditional economic theories. Now what they given, the title for the Nobel Prize, Innovation and Technology. Technology and innovation, drivers of the economic growth of the society and well-being. Okay, so technology and innovation. So now, if you see the past 10 years or last 5 years, for your knowledge maybe, as a college children, you may not be aware of so many things. Just think of past 5 years. Think of the various businesses. Okay, businesses, they didn't establish company. They didn't, they were only utilizing the technology development. As I told in the example, Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, UPI payments, digital payments, okay, cell phone, 4G, 5G, 6G, okay. So when the beginning the cell phone you can have only voice call, now video chatting, audio chatting, everything is there, okay, which was never dreamt of. Okay, so technology drives the society and technology controls the society. So when you wake up from the bed, first you are opening your eyes with the cell phone screen. Okay, then you are using your vehicle to go to the college or office. If you want to book a ticket, earlier you used to go to the counter, over the counter you have to book the ticket. Now you are using the app for ticket booking. Whether it's a train or bus or aeroplane, everything you are using app. So without knowing, the app developers, they are earning crores and crores of rupees as a commission agent. So you may not know, say suppose 10,000 rupees is your flight ticket, 10,100 rupees service, including service charges. If they have 100,000 customers or 10,000 customers, 10,000 multiplied by 100 as a commission charges. Think of the quantity. A person, these kind of service provider people, they earn much more than the original people. Now, the recent trend, you think that the, doctors, lawyers, or only white collar people are getting high pay. Now people, since most of the people have come to this band, now you don't get people for electrician, plumber or car technician, AC mechanics and all those things. And there is a day it is going to come for servant maid and all those things. They will be earning more than the white collar persons. So now that impact is not seen in Nagaland, but I am from Chennai. I am seeing in Chennai now. So that impact is not in Nagaland, it is developing. In future, the skilled manpower. So don't think that the skilled manpower, it is a low paid job, a low grade job, something like that. Skilling in any field. A computer operator can operate with the highest software, he will talk about all artificial intelligence or cyber security or something like that. Suppose if computer fails, he cannot operate. If key is not working, I cannot do anything. I will stand like this. I cannot repair and maintain this laptop. But I may be a great person. But a person who operates and repairs this laptop, he will become a great person who will find money. So without his help, I cannot do anything. Okay. So now skilled manpower in any field and every field, it is lacking throughout India. They are going to be highly paid. Please develop your skill for a particular job. Otherwise, you manage yourself. For example, USA, if you go to say now in Chennai, we are having drivers for the car, we are having servant maids for the house, we are having all technician and everything. But if you go to some Western developed world, if you start appointing all these people, your salary will not be sufficient. So that is why there, every people are doing, including toilet cleaning, they are only cleaning themselves. Okay. Car, they don't employ car driver. They don't employ housemates. They don't employ servant maids. Because if they start giving salary for all those people, their salary, not even half of the salary required for them. So skilled manpower, it is going to dominate in the world in near future. Okay, whatever may be the field. So either you must be ready, equipped with the skill for surviving yourself, or to lend a help for others. In both possible, you should know something. You should have some basic skills for everything. Just observe the government of India. Can you get some water? Government of India, you should always keep updating keep watching what is happening around you. For example, the India-Pakistan war. Before India-Pakistan war, nobody talked about drone technology. Am I right or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Huh? Yes. Okay. So, the government of India has witnessed the importance of drone in the space technology, defense technology. But developed world already used that. Now drone is used. People normally, what people used to think, the drone, it is used as a camera at the marriage party functions and marriage functions, something like that, only for functions to take cameras. But now drone, it is used anywhere and everywhere, including precision agriculture, defense. Okay. So in every field, aerospace, warfare, so every field drone has come into play. Now, once again, technology development between the drone, China drone and the India drone, or US drone and our drone. Now AI powered drone. Okay, so when the drone, other side of the drone is coming, we must be able to detect and identify or destroy that drone. Okay, so that detection technology is needed. Then, suppose if both the drones are fighting, both the drones doing something like that, you need artificial intelligence power to activate or to mitigate each other's capability. Now, technology development is need of the hour. Now, if you do any business related to the drone, now throughout India, lot of small business industries are coming up on drone technology. Okay, this is one thing. Second, semiconductor. So, semiconductor, almost we were importing all the semiconductor chips from China, Taiwan, Korea, Japan. Now, government of India has realized its importance. They started company on the semiconductor manufacturing, assembly and testing facilities. So, they have started in Guwahati, Assam, they have started in Gujarat, they have started in Bangalore. Now, when we want to depend on others, we need to give heavy price and we need to depend on them. Sometimes because of economic war, they may subdue us. So we want to stand on ourselves. That is called Atmanirbhar. Okay. So that is why the government of India has launched a lot of initiatives and established companies on semiconductor manufacturing. Now, lot of semiconductor manufacturing has come. Now in the semiconductor industry, you need to have a skilled manpower for all industries, for testing, assembly and all those things. For that you don't need BTech and MTech or PhD in the semiconductor. You need to have some fundamental logical skills with some digital literacy. But as I told you, I repeat once again, whatever the field you go, you need to have some amount of digital literacy. Okay. So the lot of scope for semiconductor skilled man force. Now it is highly demanding. You please think of those lines. Okay. Then, now recently the economic warfare happened between China and India. China, we are importing a lot of rare earth magnets which is useful for our electric vehicle, renewable energy, defense, space and all those things. We need rare earth magnets which we are heavily depending on China. Okay. So if China stops, we cannot do anything. So in life, this is for India between two countries. Between two persons also you should not depend on anybody. Whether it is your father or your mother or your brother or sister, you should stand on your own. When you start depending on others, you will fail sometime. That is my ultimate motive. So you should maintain yourself competitive and yourself an able leader and yourself can sustain on your own and yourself you should not go and beg to anybody. Okay, and you should command others. Then for that, you need to have a capabilities, you need to have a knowledge, you need to have an attitude, you need to have an aptitude. Okay, so now, rare earth minerals, now government of India has launched a critical mineral mission. Okay, so now that industry is coming up. For that also, skilled manpower, lot of skilled manpower, it is needed. They are establishing crores and crores of rupees investment. So now, Russia recently visit Putin. He is giving technology, S-400 missiles and Su-57, the space technology, defense technology. Now they are establishing company in India. They are giving, India now no longer simply buy the equipments. They manufacture the equipment here. There also it needs skilled manpower. Please remember, lot of jobs are there, but there is no suitable candidates. For example, in an NIT, I advertised for the faculty position. I got 1,200 applications. Assuming that one branch, each branch assuming that 200 applications. In 200 applications, I am not able to filter 2 capable candidates for my expectations. But what people, all 198 people, they will say, I didn't get the job, unemployment, heavy competition, there is no job, something like that they will tell you. That is what the trend in outside, what people are telling. But the real scenario is, you are not matching with my requirement. I want you to have this X qualification, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, something like that. You are not having anything. You are having only textbook degree, college degree certificate, BCom. International law or something that international business, you will have a fancy words with the degree certificates. But the moment if he doesn't know about what is happening in the economic and commerce side, and if you are not updating your knowledge, if you are not updating what is the current innovation going on, and you cannot get into the job market and you cannot create a wealth. And creating wealth, gone are the days, there were a giant family, maybe still a giant family is existing in Nagaland, but outside it's not there. And now you can depend on your brother or sister for your survival. But in future, you cannot depend on others, okay, including your parents. You have to stand on yourself. So, creation of wealth, that is the title is beautifully coined. The first slide before I start. So, skill, innovation and wealth, finance well-being. So, the finance, unless otherwise you are financially well, okay, you cannot survive in the world. Okay, always when I make a word, when I make a statement, you please keep it a word that ethical. Ethically, you should have, whatever you do, you should have an ethical mindset and discipline, honest, ethics. Okay, these things you should keep in mind. So when I say that there is 2 ways of life, we can live by any ways. There is no rules, regulation, conditions. We should live only like this, for which you have rules, regulations. So I request you should live only for your mind, for your wisdom, okay, not for others, not for your neighbor, not for your neighboring house, not for your neighboring friend. You should live for yourself with your own ethical standard, with your own likes, your own way of life. Okay. So to build economically viable life, you should have a good either job giver or job, to sustain the job market as an employee or employer. Okay. So both is good. I don't say that is good, this is bad, this is good or this is bad. Both are good. So each has its own benefits and merits and demerits. You should be employer or employee. If you want to be employer, you see the world order, look for the changing world order. The entire business, it is depending upon the changing the world order. It is not traditional business. When I see the Dimapur and Nagaland, I see the only traditional business now. Now this land is developing. But when you go to Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, the traditional business is very minority. The technology business is the majority. Here the technology business is minority. Traditional business is majority. I am not telling that this is wrong or right. But this is the situation here. But world situation is different. Okay. So you have to adapt and accept the changing world order and you must be able to match with the latest technology development. Technology means, don't think that only rockets and automobiles. So technology means it is in the economic technology, economic terms, whatever the sociology terms, social order. For example, when you talk about sociology, see, the gone are the days. You have number of hospitals, you have number of doctors, you have number of medicines, okay? You have number of inventions in the medical field, and number of disease has increased. Number of failure, death is also increasing. There is uncuring diseases, okay? So like that, the technology development on one side, and that evil consequences on the other side, you have to balance, okay? So this creates a disruption in the social order. Now more than the physical doctor, the psychological doctor is more needed. I just read newspaper in the Nagaland. After coming here, I used to read the Nagaland Post. Then once I read, say most of the adolescents, they have depressions and loneliness. So mainly loneliness, aloof from the family, and the depression, what is their career, future career. Most of the adolescents in Nagaland, they are having these two problems. And this problem is, that is a different topic, drugs, alcohol and other thing that needs to be addressed separately. But there is a changing social order in which you also to become a social scientist. Sociology, it is no more arts. Sociology, it is a science. You need to become a social scientist. You need to become a psychologist. You should need to become a counselor. You need to become a social well-being scientist. You need to become a traditional physical well-being scientist. Okay. So every field now technology is occupying, and every field technology is disrupting or disturbing. Disrupting. It is disturbing means changing the existing order. Disrupting means it gives a change, continuous change for the benefit. Okay. For example, developed in China and this Japan, well developed. Now the birth rate is very much less. There is a problem of getting a child over there. What is the problem? Because of too much of advancement of allopathic medicine, too much consumption of allopathic medicine, too much stress, too much work tension. So everything excess, that creates a problem in the physical well-being. That is finally financial well-being. More than the financial well-being, your physical well-being is very much important. Assuming that you have a Benz car, BMW car, if you have a back pain, if you are not able to sit for 2 hours, will you be able to enjoy the ride? You cannot. Am I right? Right or wrong?
Yes.
Huh? No, I am not your HOD, I am not your principal. Don't be afraid. Huh? I will be here only for 1 hour, that's all. Just be a friendly way, you can interact with me in any possible ways. I am also always friendly with the students. So if you don't have physical well-being, you cannot enjoy your car riding. And if you have multiple problems, psychological problem or physiological problem, you cannot enjoy the life itself. You cannot be happy with your parents, you cannot be happy with your friends, you cannot be happy with the society. Okay. So you should have a physical well-being and mental well-being. For that, financial well-being also part of it. If you don't have money, can you go and beg? Can you go and borrow for so many days? How many days? So you should have a financial well-being. And if you want to be a financially well-being, you should have a technologically and innovation well-being. And skilled person. Skill, attitude, innovation, okay, technology, the adaptation, okay, continuous learning process. All these things are essentially for your financial well-being. If all, including financial well-being is included, you will be physically well-being, okay, and if you are physically, financially and technologically and educationally well, and you will be socially well. So you will feel happy in the society. Okay. So without all these things, if you have only nice coat like this, nice dress like this, and if you have only things, you cannot be happy. You can be happy for only 1 hour, as long as I am standing here. If I go out, if I am not able to get down from this staircase, if I feel that my knee is paining, my leg is paining, something like that, I cannot be happy. Okay, I can be hero here, standing in front of you. But when I go down, I will be zero. Okay, so my dear young boys, first get your degree, no doubt. Because degree, it is like a passport. It is like an entry ticket. Okay, if you want to go to US or foreign abroad, your passport, are you degree holder or something like that. In many places, what is your qualification? 10th, 12th degree or post-graduation PhD. Degree is first entry passport. You get your degree from this Tetsuo College by your hard work or sincerity. But getting a degree itself, it is not sufficient unless otherwise you equip yourself to socially, economically, technologically adapt, accept and travel in this field. You cannot survive in the job market, and if you are not able to survive in the job market, either as an employer or employee, you cannot have a financial wealth. If you don't have financial wealth and the job, and you cannot be physically, that will disturb your mind, and you cannot be physically well, and if you are not well in all these things, you cannot be socially accepted. When you can be happy? When you are socially accepted. Okay. If you are not accepted socially, you cannot be happy. Okay. So these are some of the. Don't think that I'm going to close with this. Afterwards, we can have some interactions. See, some of the deep technologies, people they talk. What is it? Big data, nanotechnologies, blockchain, quantum computing, robotics, advanced material science, photonics, biotech, vision and speech algorithms, artificial intelligence, language processing, AR, VR. Okay. So these are some of the technologies which rules the country right now. Okay. So a person who is aware of all these things, the skilled manpower, and as I told in the drone technology, cyber security, cloud computing, and this thing, semiconductor materials. For this one need not to have BTech degree or MTech degree. So BA also okay, BSc also okay. Now gone are the days only engineering will get this kind of job. Now what they need is they need a degree certificate to travel cross border, and they need attitude and aptitude. They need some digital literacy. Whatever the company you have, what are the place where you go. So the first basic job which you will be doing, which MS Office tools only. First 5 years, you will be using only MS Office tools. Whether it's a PowerPoint, whether it's a Word, whether it's Excel. Learning the Excel itself, it will take, if there is a 6 months course, 1 year course, 2 year course for learning Excel itself. Please become digitally literate irrespective of the branch. Okay, if you are digitally literate, you can land up anywhere and everywhere. Okay, so these are some of the technology. That is why the technology drives the economic growth. The economic growth drives the social well-being. Okay, so I don't want to give a boring lecture for all these things. This is designed for specific this thing. How the innovations are spread across India. What are the parameters which are lacking? What is to be needed? Why the government of India, what they are doing? Okay, how much they spend for the R&D? Okay, now government of India is doing very good investment in the R&D. Then academic industry linkage should be there. I am trying my level best to get industry linkage. There is no industry in the northeast, all the 7 states. So I am getting industry linkages. It is very difficult here, unless otherwise some industries comes over here. Okay, skill gap and talent retention. So the skill gap, that is a major problem in the India now. Not only in India, everywhere. Okay, so limited access to the risk capital. Then regulatory rules and lease of doing business. These are the government initiatives. What are the problems in these things, all those things. Okay, so this in detail, if you want, I will give you a lecture and some other day. So this is more of technical. So why my intention is You have to sell yourself. That's all. Simple word. You must be sellable. If you want to marry a boy or girl, you must be smart, you must be reasonably looking, you must have good education, you must have a good job, good revenue, good salary, good character. All these things these are some of the points which you want to marry a boy or girl. So even for this, for anything and everything, if you want to get a job, you want to leave, you should have some 10 points. Unless otherwise you have those points, you cannot survive in the market. That is my final takeaway that you all should get. How to address the skill gap. So a lot of government of India has taken like National Digital Mission, Skill Mission, and AI-driven national skills, and like that, Center of Excellence, creating the Center of Excellence for the cutting edge technologies. So now India is developing. Earlier people used to go from India to USA. Now USA people are coming down to India. Reverse brain drain is happening because now infrastructure is increasing. Now technology is increasing. Job market is increasing. Now reverse brain drain is happening. Okay. So this is my favorite slide. As I told you already, world peace comes through individual peace. Hence, be happy. So if you want to be, that's why entire Tesla colleges should be happy. Every individual should be happy. So unless every individual to be happy, you cannot. Society can. Tesla college cannot be happy. If one fellow is having some problem, the HOD, your principal, they all will comfort you. They will only take care of you. They will be protecting you. They will take care of you. They will be worrying about you. They cannot take care of others. If every individual is happy, principal, HOD will be happy, principal will be happy, vice principal will be, chairman will be happy, everyone will be happy. So you should be always happy. But if you want to be happy, you have to be healthy. Assume that you have a stomach problem, back problem, knee problem. You are all young teenage boys, you don't have any problem, but you must have heard, you must have seen by your parents and your neighbors. Assuming that you have some chronic illness, chronic problems, can you be happy and sit comfortably inside the class? You cannot be happy. So if you want to be happy, you have to be healthy. And if you want to be healthy, you have to be happy. So assume that you have some, including myself, I have a lot of problems, you have a lot of problems. If you keep on worrying, if you keep on thinking about that problem, and if you keep dull, mum always, and criticizing and crying always, can you be healthy? Your happiness will drive the healthiness, healthiness will drive the happiness. So if you want to be happy, you have to be healthy. If you want to be healthy, you have to first be happy, whatever may be surrounding. So you will play many roles in life. Don't slide in the most important role, being you. You may be professor, you may be doctor, you may be engineer, you may be prime minister, you may be chief minister, you may be film director, you may be film superstar. Okay, but you should maintain your identity, what you are, being you. Okay, you should maintain your identity. So, my dear young boys, please develop your skills, attitudes, and aptitudes to sell yourself either to the job market or for any market like your marriage market, including your marriage market and any other place, whether it's in India, whether it is abroad. Okay, you should be able to sell yourself. So now I am floor is open for discussion. So I want to have more discussion than the monotonous lecture, because there is no point in talking for 1 hour or 2 hours simply, and 10 to 20% will be sleeping, 20% will be switch off the mind. Their only eyes will be watching. I know the mind will be switched off, and only some 10 to 20% one will be listening, and carrying the message. Only 10% will carry the message. This is the practical fact. But I want to hear from you what you want.
The floor is open for question and answer round. So any of you who have got any questions, we have got our volunteers over here who will bring the microphone to you. So I request you to make use of this opportunity to answer your questions and clear your doubts. If there are any students with questions, please raise your hands. The microphones will be brought to you.
There is a separate lecture also, the enhancing the today's education with the essential skills for tomorrow. What are the different skills? Okay. So this is another 2-hour lecture. I don't want to go into the deep. So you have a different leadership style, like transactional leadership, okay, autocratic leadership, democratic leaders, and like that. You have different types of leaders, and you should be a transformative leader. For example, a student a good teacher, there is a popular teacher, there is a difference between good teacher and popular teacher. Popular teacher will get along with the students, they will be always with the students, but they don't go to the class, they will give mark, they don't teach, and they will be liked by the students as long as they are here. And they are all popular teachers. And good teacher, he will be very sincere, very tough, very honest, and people will be, students will be always criticizing, scolding them. And good teacher will get 4 years scold, but remaining 40 years they will appreciate them. And popular teacher, they will praise for only 3 or 4 years as long as you are here. They will scold the teacher. The same boy or girl will say, what is that useless fellow? He is always used to drink with me. He is always used to smoke with me. He never taught anything. He is a useless teacher like that. So he will get scolded in the remaining 40 years. Okay. So there are practically, your mindset is totally different what you are here, what you are outside. So that's why even if you are feel difficult to learn something inside, okay, and you will feel at the later age, I didn't learn, I didn't listen, I didn't know, something you will do. Okay. So a teacher should transform the life of the student, should live in their heart. Say for example, every student will remember their first standard teacher, second teacher, good teacher, or transformative teacher, till their death. Most of all successful people in their life career, even including President of India, Abdul Kalam, he used to say, my first class teacher, first standard teacher used to beat me like anything. Instead of getting so much beating, he used to remember. So the transformative leader will be remembered forever. So now I am telling the example as a teacher, when you go to the job market, when you go to the society, you must be a transformative leader to the society. The society should remember you. Don't think that what I will get, will I get 1,000 rupees, will I get 10,000 rupees, will I get 4 rupees by remembering. I don't bother. Don't think like that. You must be a transformative leader in your own field. Okay. So some of the, see, Barack Obama, the former US president, was known for his transformational approach, running his administration, as well as his unifying, motivating, hopeful communication style. Okay. So I am the, a fan of Barack Obama. I like him very much. Once I used to have a lot of tummy and I used to have been something for some time. And when my friend, we were discussing, sir, I told, I'm not having time to go for gym, go for exercise or something, I don't have, I'm busy. He asked me immediately, are you busier than Barack Obama? I said no. Barack Obama spends every day 2 to 3 hours for his exercise, morning 4 to 6. The president of USA, the most powerful person, is allocating time for 2 hours for his physical well-being. 2 hours. So that message impacted me a lot. Afterwards, I started doing some yoga, pranayama, exercise, mindful exercise. Now I am more active when compared to 10 years before. Usually it will be the reverse. Okay, I am more active than 10 years before. So that is why I stress the importance of physical well-being. So just see the Modi at the age of 75, how he is active. And Putin and Modi is running in the staircase. So that the physical well-being is the first wealth in your life. That foremost wealth in your life. They are running. I am very much fond of this Putin and Modi. Not leave about their politics. Just the way in which they handle the people and the way in which they are very active. This both of them, especially Putin, now he does exercise and he hold ice water. I have seen some videos. He is doing some exercise and all those things. First, you should be physically, mentally active. Nelson Mandela, even after 25 years in prison, after spending so many years in prison, he came out and he got Nobel Prize. Okay, I don't know, Nobel or some other prize. Okay, for his service. Okay, like that, Steve Jobs, lot of big people, they were contributing to the society and they are physically active. Okay, so you should be a transformative leaders like these people. Okay, I don't bring politics of our Indian. I just appreciate the Putin and Modi for their physical well-being. I am not touching into the political well-being. Okay, so I am very much fond of Putin and Modi for their physical well-being. Okay, so there's fast technology development. What are the driving parameters? Fast technology development, increasing requirement of industries, outdated curriculum syllabus, regulatory requirements, stakeholder expectation is increasing, cross-functional collaboration. Now the field is not separate. Innovation methods and technology integration. Technology integration going everywhere. Computers going everywhere. Artificial intelligence is going everywhere. Data science is going everywhere. Without the data analysis, data science simplified form is nothing but Excel. Excel is a data science tool. Okay, data science means don't think that it comes something heaven. Okay, your Excel sheet itself is data science only. Okay, focus on well-being. Okay, employee well-being. There is a growing emphasis on the employee well-being, including mental health, work-life balance. Work and life must be two eyes. You should not sacrifice your work for your life with too much enjoyment, and you should not sacrifice your life for the too much working. You should balance work-life balance and overall job satisfaction. Without satisfaction, you cannot survive anywhere. If I am not comfortable here, I cannot speak for 1 hour. Okay. Organizations are recognizing importance of creative support and healthy work environment. Okay. Workforce dynamics constantly changing. Demographic shifts, that the population, age group, that economic changes. These all the things I covered. Just I am telling you the words. Evolving attitude towards work. Generation diversity. Focus on diversity, equity, inclusion. Evolving technology. Need for individual choice regarding the work cycle. Organization and understand and adapt to changes. That is, you must be able to adapt for the changes. Okay. Then here are some of the strategies manage changing workforce dynamics. Embrace open communication, show empathy and flexibility, foster a sense of belonging, update policies and procedure, encourage self-care, emphasis team collaboration, accept the change. All these things indirectly I have covered everything. Just in a nutshell, I am repeating the words with the words. You should have online learning, technical training, infrastructure, digital, physical, skill education, social transition, digital transition, ecological transition, personal transition, digital age literacy, communication, cooperation, creativity, intellectual capital, problem-based thinking, and value system and responsibility. All these points I have covered. Okay. So students, finally for students, wellness and well-being, I am repeatedly telling, core values and ethical principles, mindfulness and stress management. You must be able to manage your stress. You should talk, you should communicate, you should share, you should care. When you care for others, automatically you will be talking and you will be communicating. Then they will communicate. So always take care of others, you will be taken care of others. Collaboration, accountability, adaptability, sustaining institutional identity, integrity over time. Okay. And this is, I ask always this I miss, lifestyle management, boost your immune system. Okay. Now I see Dimapur road, entire road, I see one in every 10 meters medical shop. Okay. And every shop you have a packet foods. Every packet foods has an expiry date. Okay. Somebody should not get me for telling like this, but I am telling the science. Any product which has expiry date, why? What is the reason? Afterwards it will not work. That means that expiry date also, what is a guarantee? So it is not non-perishable. Okay, it is a chemical substances. So pure biological substances, as long as it has life, it will not perish. So only chemical substances will perish. The more you use the allopathic medicine, the more you become diseased man. This may be wrong if you see outwardly. Your ancestors, people who were living in the jungle, they were living out 120 years. They didn't have any paracetamol, they didn't have any pain killing, they didn't have any medicine. They were living 120 years, 100 years. Now I am getting the news that a lot of young generation people are getting heart attack and sugar, diabetics and BP and everything. So any product which has expiry date, don't eat. This standard words. I am not telling kurkure, I am not telling chips, I am not telling this one. Any product which has in shelf with the expiry date, don't eat, otherwise it will decrease your expiry date. Okay. Number two, excessive use of chemicals, that is medicine. Suppose assume that your traditional medicine, it will cure the body. Your allopathic medicine, it will suppress the symptoms. If you have a deep pain, if you take a painkiller, will the medicine will go directly to the knee and suppress cure the pain? No. It goes to the mind and it will suppress the neuron which senses the pain. So it suppresses the neuron, you don't feel the pain. So what means? So this chemical has destroyed all your total system. So the chemicals, the more you use chemicals, the more you will get more disease. That's why nowadays you are getting more diseases in spite of medical advancement and all those things. Allopathic medicine, no doubt it is. If somebody hits you, somebody break your head or break your hand, you need to go for allopathy. Okay, that is for emergency medicine. Okay, so lifestyle management boosts your immune system by avoiding expiry date given food and taking too much of allopathic medicine. Okay, proper food, 6 taste of food, not the calories based. Don't bother about calorie. People who are doing dietitian, they should not fight with me. It is my knowledge. You should have a 6 taste food. Just study your ancestor practice principles. They never used salt. They never used the sugar. Okay, they never used the masala. Only boil and smoke. Is it right? So they were living healthily. Okay. Then any drugless therapy. If at all we have minor problems, you go for drugless therapy like acupuncture, acupressure, something like that. Or traditional, go to traditional medicine, Siddha, Homeo, Ayurvedic. Your own traditional medicine with Nagaland driven traditional medicine. Emergency medicine you should go. If you are having cancer now, if you are having somebody has thrown stone in your eye, some operation to be done, you cannot this thing. Okay, emergency medicine, the allopathic medicine must be only for emergency. Okay. So with this I will stop. Please, I am open for discussion. Yeah. I am happy to stand.
So if there are any questions from our audience, we request you to kindly raise your hands and our volunteer will bring the microphone to you.
What voice? Otherwise I will get told whether I don't know whether I have communicated something or not. Unless otherwise you ask.
Anyone?
Last. Don't become Baram, what is that, Putin or Modi immediately. Okay, tell me, ma. Please.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
So the question is, what according to you is the best way to stay updated with emerging technologies as students to be future ready?
Is it dead? Sorry, your pronunciation looks different for me. Just repeat once again.
What according to you is the best way to stay updated with emerging technologies?
Stay updated with the emerging technologies. Okay. You always be aware of what is happening around you. Okay, this simple answer. This is a simple answer. Okay. Sit down, please. You always stay aware of what is happening around you. Okay, suppose if I become a director of NIT Nagaland, I come from Chennai. If I just stay in my quarters and office to quarters to office, if I just go down, come on down there, what is happening outside I don't know. Okay. So why I am accepting this kind of meeting? It is not that to show that I am great. It is to learn from you people. It is learn what is happening outside. So first requirement, you should meet people. You should discuss. You should debate. And discuss and debate, it is not that it is not regular day-to-day life. What is your food? What did you eat or did you go? Something like that. This is not general gossiping. And discuss what is your subject, what is good in this testocollogy. What is the testocollogy is famous for computer science or social science or BBA or MBA. What is an MBA? What is a specialty in MBA? Something like that. You should discuss, you should meet people first, number one. Number two, have the habit of reading at least one newspaper. Newspaper means normally our adolescent, including myself, I have also crossed your age. So at this age, what normally used to only cinema, entertainment, sports, and only we used to see like those. Okay, we don't see importance. So what is technological changes? What is societal challenges? What is societal issues? And every student should have some political interest. Political interest means it is not to contest for election or something like that. How government is functioning? What is the role of government? What is the role of government for the societal upliftment? So why the society is contributing to the government? Something like the two-way process. If you keep on looking all those things, you will understand why the changing dynamism of society, changing dynamism of government, changing dynamism of international and national pressures. So you should study at least one newspaper, good newspaper. So newspaper should not only gossip. Okay. So now this number of cases. Sometimes I'm just loosely using the word. Don't mistake me. Just to make you to understand, make you to like. So how many now Nagaland? This is how many people has disability. How many people has AIDS? How many something like this. Fancy words or what is it? Those things you need not bother about all those things. You see, economic, commerce, and science and technology, politics, and national and international events. And see always what the President of India speaks, what the Prime Minister of India speaks, what the various ministers speaks, what the various government missionaries they are speaking. Because you may think that they are speaking something different that is not different to us. How I am telling that critical minerals, how I am telling a semiconductor, how I am telling that drone technology, like that. All these things, it is India's problem. It is now international problem becomes a national problem, national problem becomes a local problem becomes our problem. So you should keep watching the leaders, not only political leaders, scientific leaders, academic leaders, political leaders, and technological leaders, social leaders. So you should listen what the leaders are talking. So when you switch on the TV, they always say that there is a mob here, there is a violence here, there is so many people death, so many people, something like that. All these things, it is part and parcel of life that government will take care. You align your vision and mission while you listen, while you talk, while you get information. Suppose if I am interested only making politics, my mind will not think about technology development. If I am thinking, my mind is thinking about only technology development, my mind will not accept what is happening socially, economically here. So like that, unless otherwise you train your mind to receive, to accept, to see, and you will not receive anything. So be alert what is happening around you, number one. Meet regularly people, good people, and influential people, and successful people, and read at least one good national newspaper, if possible international newspaper. Okay. Use the digital tools, internet, for wealth of knowledge. Many of the Google ratings, it is paid ratings. Don't be influenced by the Google output. Okay. Go by the news output. Okay. So read the national and international news and listen to the TV news and entertainment also. That is for good for mind and something like that. So only thing is be alert, observe. You observe what is happening around. You learn everything, anything from each and every place. If you meet a friend, you should learn something from them. If you meet some leader, you should be able to learn from him. If you meet me, you should be able to learn something from me. Okay, but you think that no system is perfect, no man is perfect, okay, nobody is perfect. There is everywhere, every system, every person, every place there will be imperfections. You neglect the imperfections, you take the perfections, you take the message, you take the output. Okay, so my always I keep abreast my knowledge. I read at least one newspaper. Okay, I listen all the leaders' speech. I listen, whether it's not only political leaders. I always aware what is happening around me. Okay? Next.
So can I ask you one while the students prepare their own question? So based on your experience here in Nagaland and your experience with so many pool of students from different colleges and your experience with job seekers, what do you think are some of the most important skills our students need to equip themselves with to make themselves employment eligible for employment?
See, the skills, what are the skills needed? Almost I have told. Anyway, I will repeat it once again. Okay. First, you should be digitally literate. And second thing, and one point which I missed it, which I am going to take the lecture for the faculty this afternoon. Okay. Financial literacy. Okay. So everybody should know something about what is banking, what is finance, what is trade, what is balance of sheet, what is income tax, what is balance sheet, what is stock market, something like that. There should be some financial literacy, because a knowledgeable person should be non-knowledgeable person. You know, if you go to the auditor, whatever say that auditor, you will be simply signing. And whatever the income tax return filer, whatever he says, he will be simply signing. But you should have a knowledge and financial literacy. That is my topic in the afternoon for the faculty, financial literacy. Okay, so you should have digital literacy, then financial literacy, and social well-being and physical well-being. I have listed some of the things in the communication skill and getting along with the people, attitude to continuously learn, okay, attitude to adapt for the changing environment. Today people will be talking about artificial intelligence. After 5 years, the artificial intelligence may not come into picture. You may have to forget the AI. You must have willingness to learn new technology. So like that, quantum computing, quantum biology is something it is going to come. It is take another 10 to 20 years to rule. Okay. So like that, you should have a continuous learning capability, continuous adapting capability, continuous you should be able to change, willing to change for new environment. Assume that if you are a computer scientist, computer job, and if you are ready to go to any other, you must be ready to go to any other job with any other additional skills. And you should have always skill development in one or two specific domain. Above all, if you don't care about physical wealth, mental wealth, health, and you cannot adapt anywhere. Now, Nagaland students, I hear, I don't know if it may be true or not, the adolescents, they are having lot of problems. Okay, 40% students are having lot of problems. Please take care of your physical health and mental health, especially mental health. Be happy. Okay, so develop these skills. These are the to be, not to be. Sorry to say, in my institute, except Nagaland people, all other people are working from even night up to 8 o'clock. So don't mistake me, I am blaming or something like that. They have little sort of, it is not laziness, it is not over pushing attitude, it's not there. We should work hard, we should strive hard, we should excel, we should come up, we should go to the top, we should become number one. That attitude is missing. Easy going. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock come, do some work, go home by 5 o'clock, have good food, and pass drinks, and enjoy the life, be happy. That relaxed life is there. And if you want to survive in competition, if you want to come up in the competition, you need to change this relaxing attitude. No doubt you should relax. But Work, that's why I told work-life balance. You should have both balance. Okay. Number one is relaxing, too much relaxing activities there. Number two, addiction to social pleasure. Drinks, addiction to the social pressures. I inquired, see why my driver asked my driver, here the people who are going for high paid job, high white collar job, people are not going very good jobs, why they are stopping with the school itself. See, the school literacy rate is more than 90%, third in the country. Kerala first, Mizoram second, Nagaland third. But in spite of that, higher education literacy rate is only 5%, in single digit. Because they relax, they enjoy the social pleasure. They don't aspire. So you should have aspiration in mind. You should have hard working in mind. You should have willingness to allocate more time for your work. And it is not only more work, it is meaningful work, it is useful work, it is efficient work. Okay. I think if these two changes, everything will change. To my point. Don't think that I am wounding the local people. Please, pardon me, it is not like that. Just I am trying to motivate you. Okay. I come from a simple, humble family. Both my parents are illiterate. They are not able to even sign, put their signature. They are illiterate. I am standing before because of my hard work, because of my education. I want each and every one of you to become like me, or more than me, double than me, triple than me, 10 times than me, by your hard work, by your dedication. That is my wish. I know the pain of being a poverty. I know the pain of being a village boy. I know the pain of being a underprivileged boy. I struggled, I crossed all these struggles. I am standing in front of you by the grace of God and my own hard work.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you for all for patient hearing. So I am happy to meet you at any point of time. You can, my mail ID is open in the website. If you go to the NIT website, you will get the mail ID. You can always interact with me. Even I request each and every one of you to come and visit my campus. Sorry, our campus, not my campus. Because for me the expiry date is there, another 3.5 years only I will be there. So please come and visit our campus and help us and try to understand what is happening over there. If somebody is to be able to do higher studies there, you can come there. Or PhD also you can come there. Any sort of help as an academic leader, as an administrative leader, I am willing to help you all guys and girls. Thank you for my children. God bless you all. Thank you.